In this video, I wanted to take some time to show you some of the neat things that you can see about files in your Google Drive without actually having to open up the files themselves. So right now you can see I am in a folder in my Drive and I have it in list view. So as I scroll up and down, I can see docs show up as little blue squares next to the title. Gives me a little bit of information about who owns it and when it was last modified. As I scroll down a little bit more, I can see that different file types have different icons next to them. These are both sheets. I think in my images, I probably have several image files, so we can see what those icons look like. There we go. Those are all Google drawings. Now this is in list view. Now there's a second view that you can use in Drive, and if you go up to the upper right hand corner, you can see four sort of almost squares, and that takes you into grid view. So if you click grid view, what that does for you is it gives you sort of a thumbnail of each file. Sometimes this is nice if you don't remember what it's called, but you do remember what is in the actual document or image. You can use this to help figure out which one it actually is without having to search if you really have no clue what it's called. So that's looking at grid view. Now there are some other details that you can find about each particular file. If you are in a folder in your Drive, you can find these details without having to select anything. You can also do this on individual files. So if you, again, go up into the upper right-hand corner, there's how to switch it back into list view, and there's also a little icon with an eye in the middle. That allows you to view details. So I'm going to click on that. What that does is it gives me the details of the folder that I'm in. In this case, if I were in my Drive, I wouldn't see anything except for general Drive activity. So here I can see all the activity that has happened on files in this folder, as well as to the folder itself, which is kind of cool. If there are the changes that have been made, I can select them, and that will open up that particular file, and I can check out what those new changes are. If comments are made on them, then that shows up. Here you can see what a rename looks like. And it really gives you a lot of insight as to how some of your documents are being edited, particularly if you're collaborating amongst a large team. Another thing that's very handy in this view are details. So I'm going to click on details. What that's doing is it's telling me the details of the folder, since I'm just in a folder right now. It's telling me where it's located. If I click on that, it will take me directly to where it's located, which is kind of cool. It gives you some information about who owns it, as well as when it was created, when it was modified, and so on and so forth. You can also choose to add a description to it if you'd like, and that description will be something that other people who are shared on this folder can see as well. So let's look at details for a particular file. So I'm going to right click on a file, and one of the things I can do is if I go towards the middle, I can see view details. So now when I click on view details, I can see the details for that particular file, not necessarily the folder. Again, you can see, well, there's a preview of it here. Scroll down and you can get where it's located, which is really handy. If you click on that, it will open that up directly in your Drive. In this case, I'm already there, so it doesn't do anything. As well as when it was created, when it was modified, and again, you can add a description. You can also see the activity level at this for a file as well. You click on that and it will show you what the activity is, and you can again click on those to actually open the document and see what changes have been made, and you can follow along with your collaborators. So those are the two different views, grid view and list view, as well as how to get some details about individual files as well as folders and any other activity that's been happening in your Drive, both by yourselves and by collaborators.